Glory to Jesus Christ. Today is Wednesday, April 24th, the 38th day of the fast, and we continue our catechesis from St. Nikolai of Zicha. He just concluded teaching us about the Ten Commandments, and now he will speak about the new law of God. What is the new law of God? The law revealed and ordered by Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the Messiah. How else may the new law of God be named? The ultimate law of God. Why? Because it is the final law of God, and no other shall be given until the end of the world. What else may the new law be called? The inner law of God, for it deals with the innermost motives of all of our external actions. How then are we to name Christ's law? The new, the ultimate, or the inner law of God, consequently the most perfect, and the only salvific divine law. Why did God not give the same law through Moses as through Christ? For the same reason that we teach children to do this or not to do that, as the alphabet of right conduct, without going deep and explaining to them the invisible motives of actions. St. Paul explains it with these words, "And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, as unto babes of Christ. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat," in 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Why are other different characteristics of the external law given through Moses and the inner law given by Jesus Christ? The external law was given as an experiment to a small pastoral tribe, knit together by the blood of their common ancestors, whereas the inner law was given to all nations on earth, which are knit together as a spiritual and universal family of God by the precious blood of Christ himself. And then tomorrow, St. Nikolai will speak about the two greatest commandments in this new law. Now we'll read some texts from the Lenten Triodian for the sixth Wednesday of the fast. And it's on this day in the Triodian that we hear that Lazarus, the friend of Christ, has died. Today, dead Lazarus is buried, and his sisters sing in lamentation. But thou, in thy divine foreknowledge, hast predicted what should come to pass. Lazarus sleeps. Thou hast prophesied to thy disciples, but I go to raise up him whom I created. Therefore we all cry to thee, glory to thy mighty power. The death of Lazarus this day did not escape the all-seeing eye of Jesus, but he spoke of it to his disciples, crying, "My friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go to raise him." Seeing their brother today beneath the bitter stone, the sisters of Lazarus shed tears of mourning. And from afar, my Christ, thou hast spoken of this to thine apostles, saying, I am glad for your sakes, for thou wast not there in the flesh. Lazarus, the friend of Christ, has died today. He is carried out for burial, and Martha's companions lament in sorrow for her brother. But Christ comes to him in joy, to show the nations that he is himself the life of all. Israel was clothed in purple and fine linen, arrayed in the glory of priestly and royal garments, rich in the law and the prophets. It rejoiced in the worship of the old covenant, but it crucified thee outside the gates, O benefactor, who has made thyself poor, and it rejected thee when thou hast returned alive after the crucifixion, O thou who art ever in the bosom of God the Father. Israel thirsts now for a single drop of grace, like the rich man clothed in purple and fine linen, who showed no mercy to Lazarus in his poverty, and so was punished in the fire which shall never be quenched. Israel is filled with anguish as it looks upon the people of the Gentiles, who once lacked even the very crumbs of truth. But now they are comforted in the bosom of the faith of Abraham. They wear the purple of thy blood and the fine linen of baptism, and they make glad and rejoice in thy gifts of grace, saying, O Christ, our God, glory to thee. And these are texts from the sixth Wednesday of the fast. Glory to Jesus Christ.